guys, welcome back to another video. I had posted a question on my community tab on YouTube about like what video you guys wanted to see next, because I really want to put out content that I know you guys are interested in. According to that poll that I had posted, an updated makeup routine is what you guys wanted to see most. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. Okay. I am already washed or cleansed, I guess that's the word, cleansed and moisturized. So I'm going to go in with my primer, the Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt Pores No More. A small amount like that, warm it up in my fingers and just press it into my skin. I'm going to go with my foundation. Now this is a step that is somewhat new to me because for the past probably 5 years or more, I've been using a beauty blender to apply my foundation. And I still use it in my routine, but I use it differently and I will show you what I mean. But for foundation, I've been really loving the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH03 foundation brush. So this is it here. It is dirty. I really like to use the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and I enjoy using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I use these two combined together because the Lock-It is too light and the Born This Way is too dark, but together they make the perfect color for me. So I usually take a couple pumps. I like to be extra and I add a couple more pumps. Oh, and then I like blend it on the top like that and then just swipe it all over my face. But I should mention that for those of you who don't know me as well as others, I am a makeup fanatic. I enjoy makeup so much. It's my biggest hobby. I have a pretty large collection. I'm not your average like stay-at-home mom when it comes to makeup. I'm actually pretty dramatic and extreme. So some of the steps that you see me do, you may find unnecessary for yourself, but that's okay. That's the thing about makeup. It's different for everyone. But I always like to blend it down my neck just so it like matches more and just rub it in the best I can. The only thing, and I'm thinking it's probably technique, not necessarily the brush, is that I find, I don't know if you can see, but I get streaks in my foundation, and I'm thinking it's technique. Could be the brush being dirty, I don't know. So then what I do is I take my damp beauty blender with nothing on it, it's just, you know, bare, and I just blend in the foundation, and that takes away the brush streaks. And the reason why I like using the brush for the foundation, because it's quicker. Where I find if I use the beauty blender, I'm just sitting here like boop, 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 for way too long. This part here, and like where your nose meets your face, that part always creases on me. So I really gotta dab the crap out of that. If you guys could see my table, you guys would die. It is so messy. I don't know why. I work better in a messy, I'll show you. I hate when people say that stuff and then they don't show you because I'm like, show me the mess, show me the mess. This is the situation we got going on here. It is not an ideal work condition, but it works for me. I don't know. This is where I get a little bit dramatic, and it's very unnecessary how I do this. I use the Jouer concealer, the Essential Liquid High Coverage Liquid Concealer. It's creaseless, soft matte, and I got this off of, oh, I use the color Lace. I got this off of Sephora website, and because I heard it was a really good concealer and it was very comparable to the Shape Tape, if not better. I would like to agree with that. I find it just as nice as the Shape Tape, and I can't get the Shape Tape in Canada unless I like buy from Tarte online, and then I end up with duties and it's just so dramatic. Anyway, I put it under my eye and then I just blend it in with the beauty blender I use a lot of concealer. I'm not exactly sure why I do, because I don't have dark circles under my eyes or like really a problem under that area, like my eye. I just got in the habit of doing that, and honestly it's probably just from watching YouTube videos, and it's just a step that I like to do. So it's an unnecessary step. I mean, you could just use a few dots and be good to go. So I use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under your eyes, and I actually like to just put a little bit in the cap like that, and I like to dip my sponge in the cap like that, and then I set my under eyes with my sponge. I find I get a more smooth look when I do that. I don't bake it. I don't like to bake. If you don't know what baking is, basically like you just pile a crap ton of powder on your face and let it sit there. I feel like that's drying, and I feel like that would age you quicker, but I don't know why. I'm going to use the Brow Pencil Micro Pencil by Maybelline. This is it here. I really like this brow product because it's skinny and it's stiff. I received a few in my like subscription boxes that I liked, but I've used up. But I actually haven't bought any brow products in a long time, just due to like Boxycharm and Ipsy and that kind of stuff. After I brush them out, I just like to fill in my brows. I feel like I have naturally kind of thicker brows to begin with, so I don't really need to do a lot with them. But right now, they really need to be waxed, so they're kind of out of control. So now that the brows are on, the next step I like to do is kind of carve them out a little bit. This is a step I never used to do, but I just recently started to do it, and I find it makes your makeup just look a little bit more cleaner. But I like to use the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I just use like a little flat brush, and I take just a little bit on the brush, and I like to carve out my brow, and I really like it for right now. There's hairs all right here because I have to get my brows waxed, and I really like that it helps conceal the hair that I have to get waxed. It makes them a lot less noticeable. I also like it for this brow here went on a bit thicker, and I don't like how it looks. So this is why I don't set my whole face until after my brows, because it lets this concealer work better if there's not already a powder down. So I'm really gonna have to clean up here, because that's where it's like really thick and kind of like wonky. Okay, so now that I have concealed that up, I like to take my beauty blender and just dab it where I was blending, just so it blends. Do you know what I mean? Now I like to set my brows. This is another drugstore product by Essence. It's called Make Me Brow. It's the eyebrow gel mascara. I should show you guys in case you guys are interested in using it, picking it up. This is literally like $2.99. and it works so good. I get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. If you're in Canada, you can get Essence products there. I find Essence is very hit or miss, but for brows, I really like this gel. I like to use the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. It's really pretty packaging. That's it there. And when you open it, it's such cute packaging. It has like an H for Hourglass right there. But I like to just like do that. Fluffy brush. This one is by Jaclyn Hill and Morphe, and it's the JH01 brush. It's like a big fluffy brush. You like to, it's good to dab it so then you don't get like brush strokes in your foundation, but anyway, you guys know that. The next step I like to do is contour, and I'm going to use the Shade and Light contour palette by Kat Von D. That's what it looks like there. Obviously, I've given it some love. Another good one, if you're in the market for a contour palette, the Kat Von D one is phenomenal. It's really nice. But then the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte is also, it's a really good one too. That's a look of the colors in case you're interested in that. That's a good one too. Another good one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. The only thing is with this one is there's something in these powders that break me out. Every time I use the Anastasia contour shades, I will get literally breakouts exactly where I put them. So I've been avoiding those. I like to use the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collaboration brush, the contour brush, and that is in JH05. This is Jaclyn Hill's personal favorite brush that she made. And I would have to agree, it's really good. So I like to dip in the first shade here, and I just, you know, do that. And then I just put the contour, like, I don't know, you just kind of feel for where your cheekbone is. That's what I always do. I just know that that's where it is now, but if you don't know, just feel around. And wherever you feel your cheekbone, just put it there. And then I like to swirl it like this because I find that really helps to blend the product into the skin. Because I don't like the really harsh, well actually I kind of do actually really like the harsh look, but a lot of people don't. But I try to blend in my makeup the best that I can. I also like to take the product right up to my hairline. So I blend all of the product in up there. And I swirl it because I find that helps blend it when you swirl the crap out of it. A little trick I like to do is taking like a stippling brush like this, you know those ones with the flat tops? You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, this one is by Real Techniques. Real Techniques have some amazing brushes from the drugstore. I like to just go over where I applied the bronzer and just blend it, just so it's like more seamless and not so harsh. Like this is a step I never skip because I'm scared it looks awful. So I'm going to use the Real Techniques blush brush. This is it here. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown blush in the shade Rose, and it's actually called a mini shimmer brick. So that is it here. It is so pretty. It's not very pigmented at all, but that's what I really like about it. It lets you build up the color the way you want it. Like it's not too intense. Mind you, I love intense blush, but you really have to pack on this color. But I like it. I feel like it gives you the glow within yourself. Oh, glow from within. That's it. So I feel like I'm gonna go dramatic on the highlighter because I'm going out tonight with my mom and my sisters. This is my secret weapon. This is the highlighter by Ofra, and it's called Rodeo Drive. It's intense and I love every minute of it. So I like to use the highlighting brush by Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. It's the JH09 highlighting brush. I just like to swirl it around. It's super powdery, so I just knock all the extra powder off, and then I just, can you see it? And I just highlight the crap out of my face. There goes the natural glow from within look. So I just make sure that that's blended in so it's not just a harsh line, that it's actually blended into your face. And I kind of just do a little bit like that, but nothing crazy. So every step that you have just seen is my everyday routine face thing. The eyes change every single day. I don't have a go-to eye look. So I'm going to do an eye look that I've been loving recently that I use for, it's more of a dramatic look. So, but I'm a very dramatic look person. But I'm going to use the Sultry palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette is one of my most favorites. It is so beautiful. It's very neutral, warm, but then it has like your pop of color there, and it's just, it has a nice mixture of mattes and shimmers, and it's just beautiful. I love it a lot. I also am really loving the Norvina palette by Anastasia. I've used this one a lot too. That's really pretty, but I think I'm gonna go with the Sultry palette today. So I use that color, it's the color Fresh, and I just put that all over my lid. And I basically just use this as a base. I don't really use eyeshadow primer because I find my concealer and powder and then just laying down a soft color like this works really well for me. I'm gonna go in with the color Bloom right there. I'm gonna just coat the brush with that. Tap off the excess. Now, I'm gonna put this in my crease and it's going to look really dramatic and just like, what is she doing? But I promise you, I'm doing something. So the thing with doing eyeshadow is that you really just gotta like blend the crap out of your face. Like you really just need to blend, 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 blend. I used to just be like, done. But no, like I actually will sit here and just do this. But let me tell you guys, like I have a lot of time. Like this is not something you do when you don't have a lot of time. Like don't do this. If you don't have a lot of time, like don't be doing this stuff. So now that you look like this, and it's all blended out nicely, I go in with another brush. Actually, I'm probably just gonna use the same brush I used for the pink, but I go in with the color Dio something. This word, that's the color we're going in with. The thing with the Anastasia palette is that they are like beyond pigmented. Like it's kind of insane how pigmented they are, so just be warned. So I like to just dab it right on the outer corner, and I'll go over to the other side and do that just because I have a lot of product on my brush right now. I just dab it. I guess you would call this packing, like you would be packing the color on your eyes. So now that you have the color like packed right there, I like to blend it right into the crease. Blend it the best that you can. So you still, I don't know if you can kind of see the effect I'm going for here, but you have the pink above it, which is not so dramatic now. It actually looks really pretty and soft. And now the main focus is on the brown. So I just blend it the best that I can. Even if you have to blend the color away, you can go back in. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but I mean, it makes sense in my head. I just keep blending it like crazy. I'm actually going really light in with the blending. I find it works better if you use light pressure. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that pink just to brighten that up a little bit. Okay, so I'm happy with how that looks. So I'm going to go in with just this little tiny guy from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, just that little guy there. It is the JH38. And I'm going to go in with this Tarte palette actually. This is Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. I'm going to go in with this color here, this white color. And I'm going to put that under my brow bone just to highlight it. Just to help lift the brow a little bit. Just so it doesn't get like really lost with all that eyeshadow. I'm not loving that color. We're gonna go in with Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I'm so zoomed in so you can't really see. I really like the very first color in her palette right here for highlighting. I think it's really pretty. It's really dramatic. Yeah, that's more of the look I was going for than the other one. I like to put that in my inner corner. The next thing I do is my favorite part of this look, but I use the Cover FX drops. That's them there. They're really, really, really glittery and they're just so pretty. I like to take some and just drop it on my hand like that. I use a flat brush that's from Jaclyn Gallant. I just dip my brush in like that and then I'll come in closer. I just swipe it on my lid. Now, I don't know if it picks up on camera as well, but this product is like pure glitter. Like, kid you not, pure glitter. And it's so gorgeous and I'm so obsessed with it. So I throw that on almost like a cut crease, but not like with the concealer and stuff. So I throw it on the lid like that. I'll let that dry. Now the important thing is to let it dry and don't try to do anything else with your eyes up there until it is dry. I'm going to work on my under lash line, I guess. And I'm going to go in again with that deep chocolate brown color right there. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's by Jaclyn Gallant. It's the JH40. It's a really tiny blending brush, but I find it really perfect for underneath the eyes. So I just dip lightly into that chocolate brown color and I just swipe under my eyes. So you just smoke it out the best that you know how. I like to use black liner. I just use whatever I have. This one here is by Vintage. It's just a black liner. And I like to do inside my waterline. I just take a little bit and just like literally the smallest line just to swipe it up there. I don't even go all the way across. I'm using the Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara by Wander Beauty. It's a pretty good mascara, but it's not my favorite mascara. It's just what I have right now. I really enjoy the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara though. Okay, so I ended up putting lashes on off camera because I'm not good at putting them on camera, but I'm gonna put some lip liner on. This is a really light color, I really like it. It's by Bite Beauty and it's in the color 86. I don't overline my lips or anything, I just I just line them normally. Then I think I'm going to go with a light color. I'm going to use Strip Search by Too Faced. I'm going to set everything with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This setting spray is okay, but you just gotta really shake it. And the mist is really fine. I don't know if you can see that mist. It's a really fine mist, so. Spray some perfume. I think this is called Sweet as Candy or something by Ariana Grande. I really like that perfume. I also have this one by her. It's the Ari one. This one's really good too. But that's the finished look there. It ended up being a going out look because I'm going out. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. As I said, the face part, is always the same. It's the eye look that I change up pretty well daily. So if you're interested in seeing maybe of a more natural look, let me know. I can attempt one. I don't do many of them, but I can attempt one. And if you're interested in more makeup videos or makeup collection or favorites or empties or anything like that, just let me know. I'm totally open to doing more videos like that. Thank you so much for everyone who participated in my poll that I posted on my community page on YouTube. It was my first time doing that, so it went over pretty good. So I really appreciated the feedback and really getting to know what you guys want to see. I hope you guys have an amazing day and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.